Welcome to Lab 3, and today we will be trying out some conditions like if, and, or. So these are conditions which can be applied. For instance, I could say equal to if, and I open the bracket, and I could say if history marks are greater than maths mark, then I should write history. Otherwise, the cell should show maths. Now, if you look at the syntax of how I'm doing it, you will notice that there are three arguments. The first is a condition. The second, separated by a comma, is what should I display if it is true. And the third argument after the second comma, in this case maths, shows what I should display in case it is false. And you can see that maths is greater, and when I pull the formula down, I can see that history is greater here. You can see history is greater. In all these cases, maths is greater. Here maths is greater, and here history is greater. Suppose I have the same mark, 61 and 61. In this case, it shows maths because the condition we have given is A2 greater than B2. It is not A2 greater than or equal to B2. So due to which maths came because both are equal, so it showed the next one. Now let's try, what if we want to see the marks of students? We want to know which students have got between 60 to 70 in history. So they should have got more than 60 and less than 70. So this person should display true. So this person should display true because his mark is between 60 to 70. These two should display true because their marks are between 60 to 70. So how do you give it? Whenever we want two conditions and we want both of them to be true, we use the AND function, AND, and here we have to give two logical conditions. What are the two logical conditions? One is this mark greater than 59 or greater than or equal to 60, and is this mark less than or equal to 70? So these are the two logical conditions, and AND function returns true or false, and we can see it has returned false for all these cases, and it has returned true for these cases which we said it should come like this. Now let's look at a condition whether a student is fail. Now if you want to check a student is fail, we'll simply do if maths marks is less than, let's say 40, then he is fail, else he is pass. So we normally give two criteria: when it's true what we'll do, and when it's false what we should do. So this gives when somebody has failed. But suppose what you're really looking for is two criteria: when something is true or something else is true. Let's say we want to know who all got less than 40 or those who got more than 75. I know there's no logical reason to do this, but let's say we just want to see how does it work out. If we want to see something which is less than and something which is greater than, and I want an or condition in between. So how does that work? Instead of using an if, I will use an or, and in or you can give two criteria. Is A2 less than 40? And the second criteria is A2 greater than 75? So let's say distinction is greater than or equal to 75. And the first criteria is failure is if it is got less than 40 marks out of 100. And when I press a tab, it says false. And you will notice true has come only for 37 and 31. And let's give a number which is more than 75. Let's make it 76. And you'll notice that it's become true. Yes. So this is how we put an or condition when there are two conditions and we want either this to be true or another thing to be true. Let's take another example. Is today Monday or Tuesday? So if it is Monday, we will say true. If it is Tuesday, the answer is, if it was Tuesday, the answer would have been true. But if it was Wednesday, then the answer should have been false. So this is an example where we are using an or condition. This happens or this happens. Now there's no point saying which day of the week will both be a Monday and a Sunday. That has no meaning. Okay. I could have a criteria which says, let's say, who got more than 70 in maths and more than 85 in history. Again, if we want such a case, we will use the and symbol. When we want two criterias, and between the two criterias, it is a conjunction of it. We want to use both together, one on top of the other. Then we use the and function. Now, these combinations of or, two ifs in which both of them we want to put an and, we use this. But there's also some cases where we will need to put one if within another if. Let us see how it works. If I say is equal to if history is greater than 60%, then we put if it's true, then we check for one more if. If maths is greater than 80, then this student is selected. So then it is true. Else it is false. Now this has become a bit complicated for us to understand, but let's see the output and see what happens. So whenever there's an error, it gives an error like this. We have to give, if A2 is greater than this, then we are applying one criteria, and if not, we are applying another criteria. So if A2 is greater than 60, then we put bracket, then we have said if B2 is greater than 80, then it is true. Okay. Else it is false. So when both the conditions are true, then only we'll get a true. In the other case, we'll get a false. So we rectify the function. We have put if the first criteria is true and the second criteria is true, then it's true. Else it is false, and else it is false. So we notice the true case is only when this is above 60 and this is above 80. We increase this mark above 80 and make it 92. Then we will see this case also becomes true. So with that, we come to the end of this exercise on using if, and, or, and a case of two ifs one after the other. Thank you.